Welcome to Go for the Pin with your boys first. I am that leg slap professor.
King V, aka Selena Kyle O'Reilly, aka Ludacris Son Eric, aka Jordan Grace Jones.
DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. Thursday Night.
Okay, that's not how you do it. Okay. If it's live, that means we meant to fucking do it.
I don't give a
And we're live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 218 with your boys first. I am that leg slap student, Mikey Q, and I am joined to my right by
leg slap student is phenomenally crazy. I'm your boy DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. Thursday Night, BKA I wrote stuff down, aka Volume 2. I'm bald again.
Oh my!
I like
Look
it.
at that! Look at
And
that!
I like it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Shout out to all the female barbers in the world, man. I do a good job.
Yeah, word. All right. Well, tonight, what was that, Knuckles?
I said bet that. She did a phenomenal
I didn't know what was
job.
happening there. She did a great job.
She did.
You want to shout her out, like your actual?
Yeah, shout out to Amy at Diesel Barbers in Mooresville,
Diesel?
North Carolina. Yeah.
Diesel. All right. Okay. All right. Well, tonight we are.
OMG, Kevin Nash, LOL, thought he was dead. LMAO.
I'm sorry.
I said it wrong, but you don't remember that?
What is I like? I recall it, but I don't remember who said it. Who said that?
Punk.
And it's feud. Okay, wait. Okay.
You want to know the text that my daughter sent me the other day?
Yeah.
OMG, Kevin Nash thought he was dead. LOL.
I do remember that. Punk's hilarious. We'll be talking a lot about CM Punk tonight.
Yeah,
so full transparency for all of y'all that know, I am
Mike's in traction.
What was that?
Mike's in traction.
Traction is crazy. I am currently training at the Fallout, so I am in a lot of pain. Okay, wrestling hurts. Okay, wrestling hurts. Let me make that perfectly clear. Last night it was a lot of bumps. Okay, a lot of rolling. A lot of running the ropes and just getting the basic.
That type of bump.
Yeah, not the TK.
I know you're watching, V. Not that type of bump.
Yeah, not the TK type of bump. But yeah. There was a lot going on yesterday. I am in a lot of pain. I think it was a combination of the bumps, which I took safely, and I took it the right way, and also working out before class. So I went to the gym before I went to the Fallout, which I usually do. That's usually my plan for my days that I go to Fallout. I work out in the gym first. No
light lift.
Just a little bit of weight training. Weight training in the gym. A lot of calisthenics before. And then I'll go to training, and then that's where I'll get my cardio in, because I'm not going to do cardio in the gym. Wrestling is all cardio. So, 85% cardio. But I get my cardio in when I get to wrestling school. So, that was my Wednesday. I probably worked out a little too heavy. Maybe I overtrained before I went to Fallout. So that's on me. It wasn't necessarily the bumps, but they hurt. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's not like, you see guys and girls bumping every night on wrestling, and it's normal. You see, multiple bumps in a match. And anybody that doesn't know what a bump is, I'm sure if you're watching this show, you know what a bump is. It's any fall in professional wrestling. You see them constantly. Boom, bump, boom, bump, boom, bump. and they continue to go. They hurt. Okay, it's not a fun feeling. I think your body does build up some type of like callous to it.
Tolerance.
Yeah, tolerance, callous to it, but at the same time, it still hurts. Like there's no denying that it hurts. It hurts. Wrestling hurts. But you know what? I knew that going in. I wouldn't have this any other way.
Damn straight.
And I have a great trainer in Prince Ahmed. Got to roll around with one half of the Scotta Ricans, Dave Rivera, yesterday. That was cool. Good to see an old friend there. And yeah, I mean, and a lot of people that was asking about like, maybe documenting the training, because there was a few people that was saying that, and it's a great idea, right? However, comma space, shout out to V. You don't want to be the guy in there with a camera, right? You can ask to record certain things, but nobody else is doing that. You don't want to, like, it's that old mantra of getting heat, right? You don't want to get heat, especially not in wrestling school.
Okay, so here's my question on that. Let me stop you.
Yeah.
Not sorry for interrupting, but
No, you're fine.
how many of those people that's training with you are podcasters and content creators?
I mean, I'm not sure. Probably not a lot of them, but at the same time, I have to have respect for the people that's training with me, and some of them might not want like cameras in there and things like that. Cause I'm not, here's the thing, right? I'm not training in the ring by myself. Other people are there as well. It's not just me. If it was just my training session, then it'd be different. But because it's not about me, it's about all of the students in there. And that's really what it comes down to. Everybody should feel comfortable and should feel safe. And I just don't want to be the guy with the camera. I asked to record one thing that I was doing, and it was respectfully declined, and I, moved on from it, so you probably won't see many like videos of me training or anything like that, at least not at this stage. As I progress a little bit, maybe we'll be able to do a little bit more and show a little bit more content for the show, because I would love to do that. I would love to, just like for my own like sake, to watch back, where I'm at. It's a good way to see progression, video documentary is
I
a
was just
great way.
about to bring that up. I'm like that, like they don't take that in consideration as it being a learning tool as well. Like if you're like video taping yourself, not so much for broadcast and social media purposes, but for homework study purposes.
Yeah, again, I presented it in that way, and it was respectfully, no, let's get the basics down first, and then that's kind of what I was told when I asked to do it. Let's just keep going and focus on the basics first. You're starting to get it, so let's continue with that. I respect it. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to learn, just like everybody else there. So, but I appreciate everybody wanting to see my progress there. Like I said, hopefully we'll be able to do something. And I'll be able to put something together so you guys can maybe see like a montage of things that has happened. But all right, let's get into the Royal Rumble. It went down this past Saturday. Indy. Whoa, where was I? Okay, hit the button.
You are. I wish I could.
Ah, man, I hit it myself. The Royal Rumble went down in Indy. Let's just put it that way. And
It did.
a lot of people had a lot to say about it, Knuckles. Better late than never. But a lot of people had a lot to say about the Royal Rumble, depending on who you asked. Some people were extremely happy with how it went, and some people were a little disappointed and said that WrestleMania is going to suck now. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Suck now. That's what they said. That's what the people said.
I don't know about that, but
Will King in the building. Well, what's up? That doesn't sound good. All right, there we go. All right, Will in the building.
What up, Will? Will.
What? Shout out to the Fresh Prince.
Shout out Uncle Phil.
Yeah. Yep.
Rest in peace, James Avery.
Of course. Yes. But as you were saying, yes, the Royal Rumble went down.
It did. Biggest Royal Rumble was that place was fucking packed.
Yeah. Yeah, over 70,000. Is that a real number?
70,000 in Lucas Oil. I heard it was between 68 and 70. That's what I
Still
heard.
an incredible number.
Exactly. Like let's cut semantics here. Like, oh, it wasn't 70,000, well, it was 68,000.
Yeah, it's still
More than any other never mind.
about 65,000 more people than okay. All right. So
how much did All in London pull?
how much did it really do?
Yeah.
So AEW is saying 80,000. I think Meltzer's reporting closer to 50 or 60,000. Yeah. So I don't know. Nobody knows what the real number is. It's kind of like that that WrestleMania. What is it? WrestleMania 3. None of us know what the real number is.
At the
is it 88,000, 90,000, 85,000, closer to 60,000? We don't know. We don't know. We just know it was a lot of people in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's start it off here. Well, this is usually the segment that V would start off, but V's not here, so let's just go for it. We had the 30-woman Royal Rumble match. For a shot, of course, to headline WrestleMania. So, right from the jump, you had who started off the match again? Io Sky and Liv Morgan, right?
Yep.
Liv Morgan. Good way to start off the Rumble. Very good way to start off the Rumble. At number 3, and this person actually made my top 10 rankings for the Royal Rumble live right now at Kotaku.com. That's Kotaku.com right now. Check out where the number 3 entrant, Roxanne Perez, Roxy, number 3 in this year's Royal Rumble. What a performance by Roxanne Perez.
She did do very well. She did do very well. Listen, we've been saying for months, maybe almost a year, more than a year probably, that Roxy was well on her way, if not already ready to be on the main roster or in a big spot. And she did really well for herself. Like, there really ain't much I can say. Like, Roxy's a star. Yep. Like, already. She's already there. Yeah. It's just, I guess, NXT and the people behind the curtain just don't think the maturation process is quite finished yet. I tend to disagree, but it is what it is. She had a great showing along with some other people in that match.
Yeah. So I bring up Roxy specifically because she came down to the very end. She broke the record for longest, for women's longest Royal Rumble, wrestler. She was in the match for over an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
That is incredible. She broke the record that was previously broken in the same match. Liv Morgan first broke the record.
Yeah.
And then Roxy shattered that same record in the same match. And since we're mentioning Liv Morgan, again, what a performance from Liv Morgan. Liv has had a breakout year almost 10 years into the business at this point.
She's probably had the best year of any women's wrestler in the industry.
Yeah.
I would go so far as like to, let's see, what were we saying about Liv Morgan in 2023?
Is that the year she beat Ronda to win the world
title? Yeah. And then she went on this kind of
I was happy for her, but I just didn't believe Liv as a
we had doubts. We had doubts.
Yeah.
And now she goes through this character change, and all of 24 was Liv Morgan. It was Liv Morgan. Whether you loved her, hate her, positive, negative.
Monday Night
It
Live.
the focus of the women's division was Liv Morgan.
She killed that role as a bitch. Like, let's be real. Like, that's really what it was. Like, I mean, she just totally like nailed that. You know what I mean? And but like,
didn't she win
the Mean
PWI?
Girl one. Say again.
Didn't she win PWI Women's Wrestler of the Year?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can verify, but maybe I would be well deserved. I'll do my Googles. But while we're doing that, so Liv stuck out. You had a pick, Knuckles, and one of your picks was Jordan Grace, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was.
Speak a little bit about Jordan Grace while I do this research here, because she had a great showing as well.
She did. My sorry. Oh, my ear's itching. Somebody's talking about me, or either going to feed me some money or whatever.
Is it V? Did he show up somewhere?
Absolutely
Nova Scotia? Okay. Love you, V.
I heard the Wi-Fi. I heard the Wi-Fi was changed. They switched to Spectrum over there in Nova Scotia.
No.
So,
oh no, he's really not going to be able to. He's really not going to be able to be on the show now.
No, but seriously, this was Jordan Grace's official.
I'm sorry. Oh man, our producers didn't like that one. But yeah, guys, to say the least.
But
no, okay, so okay, I forgot we had producers in the chat. So no, Toni Storm won PWI's Women's Wrestler of the Year, which it's deserved. It's deserved. It's deserved.
That's really close.
I don't think so. I think without question, Toni Storm deserves that.
Oh,
we're just saying it's close because Liv's in WWE. I'm being real. Like I feel like we're saying it's close because Liv's in WWE, and that's the top of the food chain, so to speak. But I don't think so. It might be close, but Toni deserves it.
Okay,
I know we're not gonna get to it, Knuckles, but I liked that there was a sign at AEW that said it's Tippy time. But then they had Tippy crossed out, and they put Toni underneath Tippy, which was hilarious.
And they showed that on TV.
It made air. Watch the Mariah May. It's not even Mariah May. It was Toni Storm playing Mariah May to face Queen Aminata, and right in the front row, it said it's Tippy time. But the Tippy was clearly crossed out, and it crossed out.
Okay, so now now I see why that would make air. That makes sense.
That was awesome.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, Jordan Grace.
Yes.
This was Jordan Grace's main roster introduction. I think it is official now that she's signed and she is on the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, a few points taken away from her because she eliminated my girl Jada Parker and wasn't really happy about that.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't be. Most of us wasn't.
Yeah,
but you know what? Okay. Jada being in there gives her that exposure that she needs. I mean, that's really, That's
really and the moment that happened.
Is that me? Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's where it's like sounding crazy. I don't know what it is, but we'll lie.
Okay, so let me try to. I'll keep talking, but let me try to keep going. See if I can.
You're good right now.
Okay. But yeah. Do you think they're gonna put Jordan in NXT, or are they gonna bump her to the? Or are they gonna bump her to the main? So if they brought her to the main roster, where does she fit in at?
I don't know, but I think Jordan's just kind of like past NXT at this point. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I mean, she could go to NXT for a few months, at least until like WrestleMania time, like maybe.
So Jordan is past NXT. She's past NXT.
Yeah. I think she's levels
Is
above.
that because she was a world champion?
Yeah, and because of the exposure that she's had.
Already, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was about to call you on something, but you fixed it. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's. I just think that Jordan Grace is, she should be put right on the main roster. But
Okay, but where? But the question is, where does she fit in the rotation? Is it
right now,
smart?
nowhere.
And that's why she shouldn't be on the main roster. If you have nowhere, I am a big advocate of if you have a star that was in another promotion that may or may not have the network television, platform like WWE does. And she's a star, she's a world champion, this, that, and the other, but you don't have nothing for her on the main roster. Don't put her on the main roster. That's an easy way for a talent to get lost in a shuffle. Especially if you have nothing for it. If you take her in NXT, I'm pretty sure she could be a big help to some of them ladies in NXT.
Yeah. Not like, granted, she doesn't need to be in NXT, but it could help her to be in. It could help the other girls for her to be at NXT, and it also gives her some time to get,
that. Okay,
acclimated.
so I'm glad you said that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that. So here we go. Was putting Jade Cargill in the main roster without going to NXT a mistake, or was it a smart move?
Smart move. She's too big for NXT.
But what about her ability and the
Doesn't matter. It's wrestling, pal. Doesn't matter.
Wrestling, pal, my ass. No,
it is. That's what I'm saying. I said this before she went to the main roster. I'm saying this now that she's on the main roster. It was the right move. You do not put somebody like Jade Cargill in NXT. You just don't.
Okay. Yeah, she has times 1,000 aura. I get it. But how many times? Are we going to be in a match and you make a mistake?
It happens.
Dude, it's been like 3 times.
How many times have people that have been wrestling for 20 years make mistakes? It happens all the time.
In 3 consecutive during their pay-per-view matches?
Look, I'm not saying she's perfect.
We crucified Nia Jax in her first run for that. Oh, shut up, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Pronouns, pal. Mike EQ, DJ Knuckles.
I'd like to see the film. I'd like to see
every other content creator and podcaster that watches wrestling. Come on, man. We crucified Nia Jax for her being unsafe. So we can't. So we give
because that was coming from Cargill a pass. That was not coming from us. That was coming from a lot of the other talent or people that's been in the ring with her. So I mean, or it's coming from other wrestlers that have watched her and said that she's unsafe. It's not necessarily us saying that she's unsafe, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I feel like Nia is unfairly judged at points, but that's neither here nor there.
No, Nia has justified herself because she's had the run of a lifetime last year. So you know what? I really can't say anything bad about her anymore. As you see the current reigning defending double champion in the background. But no, I can't say anything about Nia. I was the main one that was sitting here nailing her to a cross, though pun intended, but and not trying to be sideways about that comment. But yeah, I was the main one that had to critique about her. And then she came back in her second run and she killed it.
Yeah, I mean,
long story short, I think Jordan should go to NXT, get her name, get some momentum and regular momentum, and then
not to be confused with momentum.
Right.
Okay.
I try to keep momentum to a minimum on this show because I know somebody else watches the show.
She does.
Yes, she does. Yeah. So, yeah. Keep your momentum to a minimum, pal.
Oh man, sometimes you got to build up that momentum, though, because you need that momentum.
Throwing up your timber.
All right, let's keep going. You talk about Jordan Grace. Yeah, she could benefit from NXT. All right, let's talk about I guess
let's talk about who came in at number 21.
Alexa Bliss. Is that
Yes.
yeah. Bliss was back. Very
Huge
happy to
pop.
see Alexa.
Huge pop.
Oh, of course. Of course. Um um Alexa looked amazing. Okay, baby wear. Baby wear.
Yes, baby
What
wear.
baby?
Exactly.
Who's baby?
Right.
Alexa looked amazing. Very happy to see Lexi back in a ring, and it looks like she's back full time. From my understanding, she is a SmackDown talent. Um, super dope. Alexa Bliss is main event level, so it's really good to have somebody at that level. Former 5-time world champion, right? Maybe 6, something like that. It's either 5 or 6. Producers, can you look that up for us, please? But yeah, just really incredible to see Alexa Bliss back. She looked great. Her work looked great. She didn't look rusty out there. And I think the Royal Rumble, unless you're Edge, is one of the safest ways to bring someone back. Was it Edge that injured AJ, right? Yeah, on that spear.
That was 2 years ago.
Probably more than that. Maybe 4 years ago. It had to be the year, whatever year Edge headlined WrestleMania with Bryan Danielson. So it had to be like 4 years ago. I think it was like the pandemic year. No, it was maybe the year right after. 3 years.
2021.
Yeah. I think that was Roman when he stacked him and he pinned him.
Oh,
Yeah, you remember that?
I forgot about that match.
Oh, I didn't. He literally stacked Edge and Bryan Danielson and pinned him 1, 2, 3 together.
I literally
The
forgot
dominance
about
of
that
Roman
match.
Reigns is incredible, but that's
That was his peak when you sit there and take 2 guys and stack them on top of each other and pin them both and win.
Yeah.
That's upper level shit right there.
God level, if you will. That's what he said. Yeah.
God mode.
There you go. But yeah, Alexa Bliss. Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella also came back, number 30. Okay, Knuckles, you didn't like this. Okay.
Oh boy.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Hell no. No.
Yes. I take it you didn't like Nikki coming back.
He had no business there.
It's the legend.
90. I don't give a fuck. 99% of the internet wrestling community and wrestling fans know who that spot was supposed to belong to, and you didn't give it to us.
Oh, you wanted them to light it up. It ain't happening.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't happening. But I couldn't.
On, man.
And I said that on the show. I said I'd be
Nikki
shocked.
Bella was a one-off. Why couldn't AJ be a one-off? And she comes in and eliminates Roxanne Perez, and then Roxanne goes on this rant on the main roster. She was already tied with CM Punk because of the little back and forth they had.
Yeah.
No, it was right there.
I agree with you. I just don't think we're talking about AJ Lee, but I don't think April wants to wrestle. That's what it really comes down to. And
it's the Royal Rumble.
It's still wrestling.
She could be in there for 2 minutes and people wouldn't care. They saw her. She made an appearance.
Yeah, I agree with you. But we got to take into consideration what she wants. Maybe she doesn't want to do that.
Come on, AJ, man. You can't sit there. If AJ was to appear at the Royal Rumble, that would go down as maybe top 5 Royal Rumble pops of all time.
I'm sure it would. Let's light it up. As soon as that hits the speakers.
And you sit there and you get a payday for doing 2 minutes of work.
I get it. Knuckles, I am with you.
AJ
But we
can't
got
be
to
that
take
bad.
into account what she wants for her life. It's her life. It's her life.
2
But I hear
minutes of
you.
work is not going to affect your life.
I would have loved AJ to be into the Royal Rumble, but she wasn't. She wasn't. And maybe she just doesn't want to do it. I'm live.
I know you're live, but God, oh man.
Keep talking, Knuckles.
Yeah. Can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I even saw there's I can't I'm gonna shout him out
Apparently,
because I'm gonna
Alexa
slap
won
my
the title 5 times. Is what?
I think that's I think our producers put that in the chat as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We our producers let us know, but thank you. Thanks.
Oh, so Mike's big time now that he's training. He's got a studio audience over there.
Apparently.
But no, what is the name of this? Give me one. It'll come to me. Geekbox on YouTube. They do they do
Because we give
streamer.
credit for where we get stuff from. But yeah,
Exactly. We cite our sources and we show our work around here.
that part.
Thank you.
Heard there's a show in July. I'll just leave that there. Keep going, Knuckles. I do have respect, but yeah, go ahead.
No, there's a channel on YouTube called Geekbox, and they do streamer reactions of like certain things that happen. And like even half of the streamer reactions when Nikki Bella came out, they were like,
"Yeah, I knew she was gonna be in it. I called it on the show."
But who cares?
The Nikki Bella fans. There's a lot of Nikki Bella fans. There's a Bella army, guys.
Nobody. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days after the Rumble, nobody's talking about Nikki Bella.
I understand, but for that moment that she was there and like for that pop. Okay, again, I let you guys full transparency, right? I think a lot of times we cater our opinion around hardcore fans. I think that's where a lot of the I don't even know what it is, like outrage, I guess you could say, like for a lack of better words. I'm sitting here. I love my girl. I'll shout her out here. I'm sitting here with my girl. She pops crazy when Nikki comes out. Scream, like I'm talking about literally legitimate happiness to see Nikki Bella. That is why she was in it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about us. You know what I mean? It is, but it isn't. It's not about the okay. It's not necessarily about what we would consider the I don't even want to say smart fans, because it's not that casual fans are not smart. I want to talk about more of the hardcore fans. I think us hardcore fans, we get too wrapped up in like our own, I don't know, bias. At the end of the day, Nikki is a big star. And that's what the Royal Rumble is about. It's about these larger than life stars and these larger than life returns. And I'm not saying that AJ wouldn't be that. Let me make that clear. I'm not saying that AJ wouldn't be that, but just to see how my girl reacted to Nikki and to like a John Cena and just like those like larger than life, I want to say almost even bigger than wrestling. We're all AJ Lee fans in wrestling, right? But if you ask a casual person walking down the street, they probably wouldn't care that much about AJ Lee returning. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bury AJ Lee. I'm saying in wrestling, we put AJ Lee at such a high standard, which she has earned. She deserves that.
Absolutely.
However, Nikki Bella has transcended wrestling. She's crossed over from higher than, like, people know who Nikki Bella is and the Bella twins who just watch reality TV. They never watched wrestling a day in their life, but they know who the Bella twins are because of Total Divas and Total Bellas. And I think they have a podcast, Nikki and Bree, or I forgot what it's called, but also Nikki had a very public relationship, and I don't want to get too much into that, but because of circumstances and how it ended and everything like that. But yeah, what I'm saying is, and I'll wrap it up by saying, I understand the wrestling fans being upset by it being Nikki, or being, I don't want to say upset, being underwhelmed. That's probably a better word. Better word is underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed is a great word.
Right, I can understand that, but that genuine joy from, like, because my girl is more of a casual fan, right? She's not. She's a hardcore fan when it comes to like WWE, but anything outside of WWE, she don't really care about. That's what I mean by like more of a casual fan. She's not a hardcore fan. She's not going to sit up there and watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. She'll go to AEW if I'm going, right? If I'm going and I'm taking her, all right, I'll go, whatever. Like, she does like, again, she'll like to watch an MJF, right? Even though he's an asshole, like, but he is a major character, like, she'll go to watch people like that, Bryan Danielson, or people that she watched in WWE that's now in AEW. She became a Swerve fan because of AEW and what he's done to Hangman Adam Page. So, like, that's what I mean. It's not necessarily about us. It's about what appeals to that casual viewer that only watches WWE or only watches, whatever. But yeah, sorry I went on that long tangent, because I do agree with you, Knuckles, that AJ would have been a bigger deal for us wrestling fans. And I'm sure, like, again, my girl's a hardcore WWE fan, so she would have popped for AJ also. But that Nikki Bella pop is a little bit different because it crosses over wrestling.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
I know I went on like a tangent there. I'm sorry.
No. And everything you said was legit, and it was proven. I just think the majority, if we had to choose, and you asked the question, did we make the right decision with Nikki, or should we have went with AJ? The majority would have said AJ.
If we could get AJ, I'm sure they would have went with AJ. They probably couldn't get AJ. That's really what it comes down to. I'm sure Triple H is not stupid. He might be a lot of things, but he's not stupid. I'm sure they're well aware that people wanted AJ Lee. They can't force the girl to do it. The woman, I'm sorry. They can't force AJ to do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, Trish Stratus looked great out there, like always.
Oh boy, here you go. This is the portion of the show where Mike marks out.
Nah, I mean, I mark out a lot though, but I'm a fan at the end of the day. I'm a fan first, guys. So, I'm always gonna be a fan. Trish was that girl for me.
Mike went high octave and penguin clap.
I couldn't I was sitting next to the love of my life, so I couldn't wild out like that. But
okay, so that means just know, ladies and gentlemen, that if his girl's never
you'll give me trouble. You can give me trouble. But no, it was
just
great.
Kidding.
It was great to see Trish back. I mean, it's always great to see Trish back. I mentioned Trish was probably gonna be there. I wish we would have got Marsha Slamovich. That wasn't in the cards, but it's okay. Not this year. Let's just leave it there.
Next year.
Yeah, we'll see. So elephant in the room. Charlotte Flair wins again. She wins the Royal Rumble, like most of us predicted. Now, a note about the predictions. There is no championship right now. We are eliminating that right now. Like, it'll be tallied up at the end of the year. So depending on how you did at the end of the year or by the end of the year, then you will be awarded a championship. But I guess we can give updates as to like who's in the lead and stuff like that. That would be cool also. But yeah, there are no predictions champions until December. We can't hear you. Mic's off, pal. Your mic's off.
Oh, sorry. It'll be a tally.
Oh, wow. Oh, fix that. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. We're good now.
Wow. Okay. It'll be a tally of, how many we get correct, how many points. It'll be a point system.
There you go.
of how many you get right per PLE or pay-per-view event.
Okay.
And basically, person with the most points at the end of the year is going to win a championship belt.
Okay.
They
Well,
go for the pin predictions championship belt.
and we'll give updates. Obviously
Yeah.
after every like pay per view. Who's
After every pay-per-view, we'll do a recap.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Charlotte Flair, she's going back to WrestleMania. There was a segment on Raw with Rhea Ripley. I did not see NXT. I heard Charlotte was going to NXT to go see Julia.
That's what I heard.
I didn't see it though, but I'll check it out.
Dizzy.
Oh my. I like the segment with Rhea on Monday. The fans, I don't know. So is Charlotte heel, like V was saying?
Nobody. I'm trying to fix my background, but nobody cares. Like literally, I
Well,
don't care. Huh?
They were booing her on Monday.
And there you go. And that
So
should pretty much tell you what the people think about Charlotte coming back.
which sucks because Charlotte's literally once in a lifetime, man. Like she is truly a generational talent, but it sucks that people are shitting on her like this.
She is, but she was shoved down our throats for how many years?
Well, and rightfully so. But I hear what you're saying, but rightfully so. If she was bad, then I could understand like people being upset by that. But like at one point,
you could be the best wrestler of all time, but if you give us too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Agreed.
So this is so much better because it's not the same without my other thing. That backdrop was making me dizzy. So this is better. All right. It really was. This is better.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so who does Charlotte pick here? I mean, you have the history of Rhea.
Obviously, it's Tiffany.
You would think so, right? You would think so. But they did a great job on Raw to put some thoughts in my head there.
Yeah.
That it might not be Tiffany because Rhea has one, Charlotte has one.
Yeah.
It would be, and they're both at WrestleMania. This would be the rubber match at a WrestleMania. Compelling story.
Yeah.
And the Queen versus Mommy. And I love how she said, "Hello, Mommy." That was cool. That was cool.
It was.
Again, I'm not a Charlotte hater. Like that's the thing. Like
I'm not a Charlotte hater either. However, common space.
Shout out to V, wherever he is.
Shout out to V.
Yeah, Nova Scotia gets cold around this time. But yeah, go ahead.
However, common space, if they would have, I think the vignettes spoiled it for us. If she would have been, if they would have brought her back like they brought Edge back, I think it would have had more of an impact.
The difference between Edge and Charlotte, Edge came back super early, if you remember. Charlotte was right on track to return. Like, I think if they didn't announce it, everybody was going to know already that she was coming back. So I guess WWE was like, again, Triple H is running the company. I think they had the same idea that they had with Triple H back in 2002. Let's get people excited again to see Triple H. Bro, I literally called this. I called it exactly how it went. That they were going to run video packages just like they did for Triple H. Remember, it's a beautiful day.
Bigger,
you know what I'm saying?
Stronger, like, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, they was doing the same.
Not the curls.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yo, you don't remember the videos?
I remember.
Yeah, man. And you got excited. The only thing different they did with Triple H is he actually came back before the Rumble. He came back to Madison Square Garden. It was like maybe 2 weeks before the Rumble or something like that. So that was the only thing different they did. I like that they did not have Charlotte come back until the Rumble. So I don't really mind it too much because, like I said, Edge, I think he came back like 4 months early or something like that.
But nobody was expecting it.
Right.
That's the thing.
He was early.
So that's what I'm saying. If nobody would have said,
they was expecting it already.
But if nobody, I don't think anybody was really keeping a real
I
timetable
think
of
so,
Charlotte's
bro.
return.
I think so.
If no,
I saw the narratives long before Charlotte even came back. Like they were saying Charlotte was coming back since November. Because I think she's been cleared since November.
and here's another thing. Hold on, I had it right here.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
All right. Take all the time you need, pal. We're live.
If Charlotte would have came in at like 12,
Yeah.
then I'd have been like, okay, she deserved it. She came in at 27.
A lucky number. A number that, as I said on Kotaku.com, it's produced a lot of winners.
The most winners.
I think up until like recently. I don't know if that number is still accurate.
But if she would have came in at like 12th or 13th and then fought through 16 other wrestlers coming in and then won, I'd be like, okay, Charlotte, yeah, you came back, you hustled, you grinded, but you're the third to last.
I don't have a problem with it. She's coming off of like an ACL, MCL, and meniscus tear. Like I don't have a problem with that because you got to make sure that she's still healthy enough to sustain that type of match. Like I don't have a problem with that. You don't want to put her in there. What's wrong?
You run that back. You want to make sure she's healthy enough to sustain.
Yeah, I wouldn't put her in there for longer than she needs to be.
Okay, so if there was ever a question, then why would you clear her?
I mean, you can clear somebody, and then again, there's nothing like being in the ring, right? So like, you can clear her, and she can feel fine until that grind of actually being in a full-length match. And it wasn't like she just came in and won the match. Like she was in there for 15 minutes, which is a solid, like, time for a Royal Rumble. What? She was in there. The only ones that was in there longer than Charlotte, I'll tell you right now. We actually have the stats.
Okay, please.
Io, Liv, Roxanne. Lash Legend was actually in there longer than Charlotte. She was in there for 17 minutes. I didn't know that. And Bailey was in there for 46 minutes. That's it. And Nia Jax, maybe? No, and Bianca Belair.
Nia Jax came in at 29.
Yeah, so Bianca Belair was in there for 49 minutes. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. I think we're nitpicking with the number and all that stuff. Like, I just think that, like, because if she would have came in at 30, everybody would have known. So, it's like.
She came in at 27, Mike.
Yeah.
That's the most that's the number that did before produced the most winners.
Which I think it's right that she was number 27. Let's bring back that tradition.
No, hell no. So
you just like random numbers?
Yes.
I don't. And that's okay. We can have different opinions on that.
I like somebody wins at 27. Yeah. Now the whole thing is going to be, whoever gets that 27 spot, they're going to be the person who's going to win.
Or
how about number 12?
Yeah.
How about number 12 winning? It's always 27, 30, or 1.
No, Jay won at what, 21? We'll get to Jay. Let me see.
But spread the wealth around. Make it 21 one year. Make it 8 another year. Then jump up to 17. Then go back to 9. And then hit 25. And then hit number 30. And then the next year go to number 1.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with spreading it out a little bit, but I do like that the fans know in their mind that, like, okay, this number has traditionally produced the most winners. Let's pay attention to this person. Even if they don't win, it should be somebody of pretty, like, high value coming out at those numbers. So, like, if you have a 27, whoever's coming out at 27 should be a potential winner. It should be somebody that is like, you know what? They could actually win this match. Charlotte just happened to be the one that actually won this year. And again, shout out to Roxanne Perez. I can't say that enough. Runner-up in this year's Royal Rumble. She is in for a major push. And, so are we still doing how, like, are we still saying how everybody did on the matches, Knuckles? Like, this is your call, pal.
Yeah, we're actually going to do that. Yeah. So everybody with the exception of Ray, had Charlotte.
Oh, Ray. Okay. Um. Okay, let's move on here.
Yes.
So it was a tag team match, player.
Boop, 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 boop. Next.
Yeah.
With
Machine
the
Gun.
exception of one thing. I mean, I think we knew DIY was going to win, right? I think that was pretty much everybody on the prediction sheet had DIY.
Yeah. Street Profits came back.
Yes. And cost Motor City the tag titles.
We're setting up for a multi-tag match.
Yeah, that's what I think
Obvious.
it's going to be. I saw something on social media saying fatal four-way for the tag championships at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what they do with the tag team.
So they had Motor City, DIY, Street Profits, and Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. And
they
completely kicked Los Garzas to the wind.
I mean, we'll see. I don't feed into any of those card things. So I don't feed in.
I think I sent it to you guys.
Yeah, and I said, why would you do that?
But that's a great card, though.
I didn't look at it, and please don't tell me anything else from it, because if
it
does happen, I'm gonna be upset. All right.
Okay, it was in the colors of Las Vegas, like yellow.
All right, I don't need it. But yeah, shout out to the Street Profits. All right, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody got beat up most of this match. Like Kevin was in heavy control.
Heavy control is crazy.
I liked the spot they did where Cody was like hanging from the titles or whatever, and then it was like into like a power bomb. Yeah.
Didn't he go to like the other side?
Yes. My phone and watch is saying yes, you are correct. Yeah. That was cool. And then there was another spot in the match where Cody tries to superplex Kevin, but that never works. I don't understand. And I wrote about this on Kotaku.com. I wrote about this. Why do they not watch Kevin Owens matches? Because people continuously try to superplex this man, and it never works. It never works. Well, it doesn't.
Didn't he do that through a ladder?
Yes, he did. Well, onto a ladder. As somebody that's bumping consistently now, ouch! Wow, that hurt. That would have been me the whole time. Sami Zayn comes out there. He teases he's gonna get involved. He never does.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin takes an Alabama slammer through the ladder.
One of the worst bumps I've ever seen.
Oh, folded up like an accordion. Oh my God. Cody goes to the top. The match is over. Cody retains.
That man got folded up like a $1 bill going into the offering plate at church.
Oh my! I thought you was going a different route. I didn't know you was going to church. I thought you was going to someplace else. All right.
No, don't do that.
Now let me stop. All right. Down in the valley where the girls get. All right. Okay.
Oh man. All right.
All right. All right. Get some help. I need some. They have the best wings there, by the way. All right. Really good ladder match.
Lemon pepper Lou.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Really good ladder match.
Very good ladder match.
They did brawling in a crowd also. I forgot to mention that. I mean, this was your WWE style main event match mixed in with a modern flavor. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed this. We all knew Cody was going to retain, but
did we though?
Man, yeah, I think we did. But man, did we want Kevin to win? Yeah, I'm saying it's like one of those things. Like and now we know where they're going for WrestleMania with Kevin and Sammy. I didn't see anything, but just based on Raw, package pile driver to end the show.
Yeah.
That
And
is an
he
example.
jumped.
Yeah, he did. He did. That is an example of making the pile driver actually mean something. It was the main event segment after a brutal match with Sammy. Say again?
Go ahead.
With Sammy. Who was in the main event?
Punk.
Sammy and Punk, yeah. And that was a good match too. That was a really, really solid match. I'm glad to see like Punk's like comfortable, wrestling consistently again. You okay? I know you just hit yourself. I was trying to no sell it. I saw those headphones. I saw it, pal. I would have flat backed right on there. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, right on your dome.
That's not even right above the eye.
Oh, that's a good way to.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
You make my heart.
All right. The jab is crazy. Yeah, the jab is crazy. That's crazy. Why did Punk do that? Anyway, all right.
I don't know.
Let's move on.
I have no answers.
How do we do on that Cody and Kevin match?
Everybody at Cody except V.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. Oh my. I'm sorry, V. All right. Let's get to the main event because I'm hurt. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Let's get to the main event.
Let's get to the main event, rate it, and get out of here.
You said rating to go. Okay, yeah, let's go home, pal. All right. I'm not gonna go through everything. Speed. I show Speed took a crazy spear from Braun Breaker. Breaker tried to break that kid in half for real. Like
then he said, "Welcome to WWE."
WWE, yeah. And then Otis didn't make it any better. Fall away slam onto the announce table.
Took a whole chunk of his leg out.
Yeah, I like how they did it though. Like Carmelo Hayes upset that he got eliminated, takes out Tozawa, right? Speed's in there in the back. He's streaming. He's with Stephanie. Triple H, Speed, you're in the Rumble. Wait, what? What you mean? I like that. What you mean? Speed, you got to go. You're in the Rumble. What you mean? I'm not ready. Yeah, he's not ready, but his music and lighting treatment was all ready to go. And video wall was all ready to go. It's WWE, it's production. It's you gotta kind of suspend your disbelief on. Whoa.
You still struggling?
Suspend your disbelief. Yeah. I need 2 of them. I need a double.
Oh.
Man. That bottom step is a doozy.
You took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Oh man. Suspend your disbelief is what I was trying to say. But yeah, I thought it was good. I mean,
he got it, ladies and gentlemen. He got it finally. After tying his tongue in 2 knots and then trying to talk with peanut butter in his mouth, I like finally got it.
I have peanut butter every day. All right.
Chunky peanut butter or plain?
Plain. I gotta watch the calories, pal.
Oh, no nuts?
No. What is happening on this show, pal? All right. It's late. I thank everybody that's still watching. All right. Where was I? Speed. So, first of all, Speed didn't even get a chance to react. I'm gonna just keep going. He turned around, Breaker's there. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he felt Breaker hitting the ropes, but he didn't get a chance to even like turn.
He felt the wind. Maybe that's about it.
Yo,
That man
I think
turned
his
halfway
body.
around.
Yeah, yeah.
If he would have fully rotated, he'd have cut him slap in half.
So that's not how you take a spear. Let me just
Absolutely not.
let me make that clear. That is not how you take a spear, but man, was it cool. Like so that was a cool moment. Breaker spearing Roman Reigns. Big moment there too.
Great moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great moment in the match.
You had Breaker as a dark horse, did you not?
I sure did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, wasn't a bad pick. That's why and I like I said to you last week, I don't think it's Breaker's time yet, but man, is he getting there. He's definitely getting there. The company's behind him. You can see that giving him those type of spots, knowing that I Show Speed has millions and millions of followers. Putting
Publicity.
Breaker in that spot and Otis, huge moment for Braun Breaker. Great showing from Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker was eliminated by.
I got it. Hold on. Roman
Okay, that's his receipt.
at
Oh wow! See, and even I guess even Scott
it's against
Steiner
the
liked
law.
it. No, even Scott Steiner liked it. Wow! Holla if you all right.
Yeah, Braun spent 22 minutes and 26 seconds in the Rumble.
Very nice, very nice.
shot.
Who else had a great showing there? Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fatu, great showing from Jacob Fatu. Also,
24 minutes and 16 seconds.
yeah, he did he get his? I don't know if he got his. Yeah. Oh man. That was cool. So, well, we didn't mention this about the women's Royal Rumble, but apparently Shotzi was supposed to be in it, and she got
Felt bad for her.
slated. Yeah, for
Slighted.
slighted. Yeah, I had it right the first time, and then I messed it up.
There was a
It's
picture.
also-
I don't know if it was Photoshop. There was a picture of Natalia.
yeah, pal. That's what I've been hearing all night.
There was a picture of Natalia and Jordan Grace taking a picture together, and Shotzi was in the background with all her gear on.
Yeah, it happens. Look, it happens, guys. It's wrestling. Okay, it happens.
I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
Some of these, wow. Okay, some of these wrestlers are better than me, and this is probably why I'm not a professional wrestler. Because if they would have did that to me, and I'm just coming back from an injury, maybe that has something to do with it. That maybe something with injury. I don't know. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt.
Right? Hasn't she been on NXT?
Yeah, she's been on NXT. But if they did that to me, I'd have been on the first thing smoking to the next promotion. Get me out of my contract.
Really?
Do whatever you got. Dude, that's disrespectful as shit.
Bro, it happens. Like, I hear what you're saying. I don't
Listen,
even.
you have to have. I understand what the wrestling business is all about. It's a cutthroat industry. It's it is what it is. I understand that. But listen, we went through enough of that shit in that other era that we just came out of. Like literally, people. Shotzi has been injured for so long. This is not the first time she's been injured. Didn't she get injured back to back? Like within like a 2 or 3 month span?
Yeah.
And she spent a whole lot of time recovering, therapy, surgeries, rehab, everything else. And she was probably just biting her fingers to get back in the ring and start working again. And you bump her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll holler at you, pimp. Nah, I ain't put in all that work for you to bump me. No.
I hear you.
Jordan Grace.
I know how it is. Like, I've gotten to. Go ahead.
Nikki Bella's not even an active wrestler anymore. I'd have put Jordan Grace in Nikki Bella's spot and let Shotzi get her shine. She put in all that work to come back.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean,
I thought
I've gotten. And again, I wouldn't know how that felt. How Shotzi feels, putting on all your
probably
gear.
Devastated.
Yeah, I mean, look, on a smaller scale, I've gotten to shows where I thought I was going to be doing something and, somebody else was doing it instead. I mean, it happens, you know what I mean? Like, again, I didn't go through what Shotzi did, but yeah, it sucks. It does. I'm not going to lie. It sucks, but it's like, you can only control what you can control, right? Like, at the end of the day, like, it's not her fault, and you just got to be like optimistic, like, all right, well, just wasn't my time to get that opportunity, and hopefully you do get another opportunity. But
if it's not that time when you have 30 women in one match, then what time is it going to be?
Well, this isn't Shotzi's first Rumble either.
Her first Rumble since when?
I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but it's not. I know it's not her first Rumble. She's been in Rumble.
Hey, not crack staff, but staff on crack in the truck. I got that from Charles Barkley. Can you tell me in the truck when was the last Shotzi Blackheart appearance in the Royal Rumble? Because I'm assuming it's pre-pandemic.
All right. Well, while we're getting that, there's a reason I brought up Shotzi. Okay, yes. So this whole Drew McIntyre debacle, I guess. I don't know if you heard about it, but
I did hear about it.
So apparently Drew McIntyre was upset about something. Apparently one of the talents was trying to get themselves over a little too much and it ruined something. Apparently they're saying it was LA Knight. Yeah.
I heard it was Logan.
See, this is where the conflicting reports come in. Literally, Steven Richards said it was LA Knight. I was hearing that it was
LA Knight bumped, but LA Knight bumped into him or something, right? Or yeah. LA Knight and Logan went into a program and one of them shot the other one off into the ropes or something.
Yeah, it was just weird. It was clunky. They almost missed the McIntyre elimination. Like it was a lot.
There was a lot of mistakes in that man's Rumble. There was a lot of mistakes.
Well, it's a Royal Rumble, you know what I mean?
I think Braun Strowman was supposed to catch Finn.
Yeah, and he visibly missed him, and
he was like, see him. He missed him. He was like,
yeah.
And even Damian Priest was like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damian Priest was the Drew McIntyre one. But LOL, McIntyre loses again.
Yeah, LOL, McIntyre loses. I mean,
come on, man. Let's not destroy the theme here. You got something good going here.
Yeah, exactly. LOL, McIntyre loses. I mean,
yeah, these two things behind me, something Drew McIntyre will never see.
Ooh, wow.
I said it.
All right, wow. Well, he is a former 3-time world champion. So
yeah, you'll never see it again.
I don't know about that. I do think McIntyre will see a world title eventually. It's got to be leading to something. All of these losses has got to be leading to something, but we'll see. We'll see. Not anytime soon, at least, but we'll see.
God no. Not this
so one of the main stories of the match: CM Punk eliminates the Shield. Pretty much is what happened. CM Punk eliminates the Shield. At the same time, he eliminates Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
How ironic is that?
Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. For those
the Shield debut is the heavy of CM Punk.
Yep.
And CM Punk eliminates 2/3 of them in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And then that's when all chaos breaks loose out there.
The craziness when Punk got eliminated.
Yeah. By Logan Paul, by the way. Yeah.
I hate him, but it's a good hate.
I know. I get it.
It's a good hate.
You know what it is? It's because he is really good. Like, I'm not even, you know what I mean? He's really good. But
the fact that he got really good really fast.
Yeah.
It didn't take him long at all.
I get it, because it's tough. It is tough. Now, some of us don't have multi-million-dollar facilities to make sure that we get in the proper shape and get ready for wrestling. But, it is what it is, I do feel like I have the best coaches, I definitely have $1 million coaches. I'll say that. Even if they're not making millions, they are $1 million coaches. Shout out to all of my coaches at the Fallout. But yeah, so then that's when everything happens out on the floor. Rollins gives Roman Reigns this crazy curb stop. First, he gives him
both feet
with both feet, like on some like personal shit, like
right.
both feet.
Like I'm gonna stomp your ass out.
Yeah,
and you're gonna like it.
Both feet, and then Punk, because Punk is arguing with Reigns. What are you doing? Why'd you do that? We talked about this a month ago. Why did you do like? Why did you do that? I love Reigns, bro. Like, what were you thinking? Why did you?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
What did it look like again?
Yo. Oh man, yeah. And then he does like this blind feed onto the steps, and then gets curb stomped again. And then Paul Heyman, oh my God, what are you doing? You could have killed him. You could have killed him. Yo, oh my God. Oh man,
just great.
It was just great. All of that was phenomenal, and AJ did return.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna do my excuse me. I'm gonna do my Googles about something real quick.
Okay, well, we're live, pal. So the fans are waiting, and the listeners and supporters. But as you're doing your Googles,
the order of from 23, 24, 25 was just,
and then Dominic. Yeah, I like how they set that up.
The way they set that up was classic. And the position they were in when each entrant came in, it was just storytelling. It was
because it started with Reigns and Punk, right? And then did McIntyre come out after that?
No, it was Reigns and Punk were looking at each other.
Yeah,
and Seth came out.
Seth, yes, you're right. Yep, you're right.
Seth came out.
Yeah,
that was a huge pop in that match too.
Yeah. Just great stuff by all three of them there, and then the finish, Jey Uso and John Cena. I mean, you had to think, all right, Cena's gonna win here. Nope.
Right.
Jey Uso with arguably the biggest Royal Rumble surprise win in history. Jey Uso wins the men's Royal Rumble. And it just came out today that Jey didn't know he was winning until earlier that day.
Wow. His dad didn't know at all until it happened.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Rikishi put out a video and posted it to YouTube with him, Mark Henry, Chavo, Buff Bagwell, and some other people that were watching the.
I'm stretching on my shoulder. I don't want it to.
I thought you was Nation of Domination.
I mean, that too, but I'm making sure it doesn't stiffen up, Al.
But yeah, they were all at the house watching, and like, I think Rikishi's camera got muted or something, and he didn't know. So all you just saw was shaking camera with no sound or whatever. He had no idea Jey was going to win.
Wow.
Which is cool. I guess all of that banter on social media panned out for it.
I guess it was a great moment. 70,000 people yeeting all at the same time. That might be a little
man, yeeting all over each other.
Yeah, that seems unsanitary. But anyway, you might want to clean that up. But
clean up on aisle everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Clean up on all of them.
What do I bring? I don't know what this substance is, but you might want to, bring everything.
Bring Go get the thing.
Bring
Go get
the
the
thing.
go
No,
get the thing.
that's the problem.
Oh,
That's the problem. They use their thing to yeet all over the place. All right, but
oh
anyway,
God.
we're joking. We're
Yeet.
yeet. Ow.
Yeet.
We're joking, but I'm not joking about my arm. My arm is in excruciating pain. But no, congratulations to Jey Uso. Jey Uso. Who's Jey Uso? Congratulations to Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. He wins the Royal Rumble. I know casual fans that were watching. I'm gonna keep going. Hit me up and they were upset, man. And this is what I'm saying. Like wrestling isn't necessarily. Well, I should say WWE isn't necessarily for us. I know, Knuckles, isn't necessarily for us. Like a coworker of mine was upset that Jey Uso won and John Cena didn't. Like they're like, they were really mad at how it ended. And again, I get the decision. Jey Uso's probably the most over person on the whole roster at this point.
Number one in merch sales.
Yeah, I get it. But to a casual fan, oh, the twin, the tag team guy, he won the. And again, that's not my personal opinion. I think Jay has earned it. And I love Michael Cole saying it on commentary. You goddamn right he did. Like, and he said it and he meant that. You could feel the passion in Michael Cole's voice and his tone when he said that. He even let a GD fly on air, which
man.
Yeah.
We're in new times.
We are. Well, McAfee let totally. Well, you heard it. But he's done that before. Okay. Let's get to this, right? Who does Jay pick? Does he pick Gunther and we go that route, or does he?
He picks Gunther.
Okay.
If you remember the Raw after Saturday night's main event, he came out and cut that promo and he said something along the lines, not verbatim, so don't quote me on it. Something along the lines of, I came out, Yeet, Saturday night's main event, Yeet, I faced Gunther, Yeet, and he beat me, Yeet. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Yeet. I could beat him.
Yes, that is, yeah. That was pretty much his promo.
He said, I can beat Gunther. Yeah. So I'm sorry, not to cut you off, Mike, but go ahead and I'll make my point like after the fact.
No, I was just gonna say, does he pick Gunther or Cody? Because
he picks Gunther. Now here's the thing. I wish, and I promise everybody who's watching right now and everybody who's going to watch, we are going to do live pay-per-view live reactions. We're going to do it. We're still trying to get it together. So just have patience with us. We're trying to get it together. This is one of the times where I wish I could have done the live reaction. Because when it got down to Jay and John, like literally may have been one other time in the history of me watching wrestling where I was so torn. To where I was just like,
that's a good thing.
It is a good thing to where I don't like, okay, if John wins, yeah. But if Jay wins, yeah. But if John loses, then goddamn. And if Jay loses, then shit.
Yeah.
But so when Jay won, I was like, okay, Jay won. I was like, okay, finally, they're gonna actually pull the trigger on him.
And so he wins the title. He wins the title at WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We all thought Cody was going to win the world title at 39. He didn't.
There would be an outrage if Jay doesn't win.
People would complain for 2 weeks and forget about it. That's wrestling fans.
I don't know.
It's wrestling fans, bro. Like they'll complain about it. They'll be upset.
You mentioned Cody. Here's the difference.
Yeah.
Cody went to 39 lost the title. But he never had. He lost the match, but he never had a championship match before that.
Right, not this iteration of Cody Rhodes. Yes, correct.
Not this iteration. No, not American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He
Right.
never had a title match before 39. Jay has had title matches. He
Right.
had one against Roman. He had
Yeah.
one against Gunther. So this is, I guess, are they mimicking Cody and Roman and just putting Jay and Gunther? You know, Jay didn't win it the first time, but he's going to go to the biggest show. And dude, how else would you end WrestleMania? Night one or night two, whichever it is, with it's at the Vegas place with 79, 80,000, however many people fit in that stadium or whatever,
Or however
just
many they tell us.
going, yeah, just going crazy with Jay Uso winning the championship. It's already in the cards, but I said all that. Said this, I got off track, and I know it's late, but if John had won the Rumble, that really would have put a damper on the journey. So now John loses. Okay, he loses the Rumble, he gets eliminated. So now in the minds of the strategic wrestling fan, we say, now what? And then he comes out at the press conference and says, I will be in the Elimination Chamber. So this whole thing is about John's farewell thing. The number one cliff note is he breaking Flair's record?
Right.
That's the thing. He says, he said in the promo on SmackDown or Raw, or whatever, he said, you know, I haven't won a match in such and such a years, and blah, blah, blah. You know, putting me in a title match is a long shot, blah, 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 unless there's a couple of lottery tickets. I can win Money in the Bank. I can win Elimination Chamber. Or I can win the Royal Rumble. So he goes to the Rumble, he loses. So now the strategic fan says, now what? He comes out and says he's going to be in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't win Elimination Chamber? This man is about to be a full-fledged wrestler for the entire year.
Right. Yeah.
So let's not put all our eggs in one basket saying, oh, well, he lost the Rumble, he's not going to have a chance. He could win Elimination Chamber. He could win Money in the Bank.
He could. Yeah.
And I think that was the best way to do it, because if John would have won the Rumble, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he probably would have won at WrestleMania. No matter which champion he faced.
Maybe not. John
maybe not.
Yeah.
But in order for him, I think, contrary to what V thinks, I think they're going to have him break the record.
Okay.
Otherwise, he could have.
No, I think V said to break the record on the same night. I think that's what V's idea is, that Charlotte and John both break Flair's record on the same night. I think that's what his
Charlotte's a 14.
No, I think Charlotte's a 15-time. I think Charlotte's a 15-time world champion.
Okay, so Charlotte's a 15-time world champion, and then she wouldn't break the record.
She wouldn't be breaking the record. She'd be tying it.
Tying it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So the only person in this scenario that would be breaking the record is John.
See, that's when it's like semantics, because I guess technically she's 16 because she won the NXT Women's Championship, but I don't think they're counting that.
That's not a world title.
I agree. NXT is not a world title. I definitely agree with that. I've been saying that. NXT is not a world championship.
Not a world championship.
It is a developmental championship. But anyway,
it's not even developmental anymore.
Okay, Knuckles.
It's not. They're coming out with Evolve. They're coming out with Evolve, dude.
I know they had Evolve before.
No, this isn't. No, come on, man.
They had Evolve before. Like
this thing is called WWE Evolve.
Yes, I understand.
And literally in the promo, it says developmental for people who wish to go up to NXT or Raw or SmackDown.
I get it. Until it debuts, NXT is still developmental. But anyway, so my next thing is like, all right, and we really have to get out of here. No. My face is on the logo. It's over that way, actually. Yeah. So, anyway.
Damn it.
Oh, now he likes to write things down again. All right. I'm trying to think. So, how does Punk get his main event here? Because you got it. So how is? Yeah, I know. So how does
You
Punk
brought
get
this
his?
on yourself.
Oh my.
So, all right. So, what's the question?
How does CM Punk get his main event match then here? Because Punk, that's all he wants is the main event WrestleMania. Doesn't even have to be for the title. He just wants the main event WrestleMania.
Well, if
How
you're
do
in
we
the
get
main
there?
event, you're gonna be fighting for a title. So you're not about to have a singles match scheduled for
Yeah,
one fall
exactly.
as the main event of
No,
WrestleMania.
of course. Is it a multi-man match? Is that how we get to CM Punk in the main event of WrestleMania?
But against who?
Well, if the Royal Rumble is any indication, Roman has an issue with Seth. Seth has an issue with Punk. They all have an issue with Cody because they all want his title.
But
I'm just saying. I'm
fatal...
just saying that gets all of them into a main event match at WrestleMania for a world title. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they're gonna go that route, but I doubt it's gonna be just Roman and Cody again, because that's what a lot of people are teasing, that it's Roman Cody 3.
I hope not.
I hope not as well. Like, I don't want to see that. That's how you add some intrigue here. Put Seth in there, put Punk in there. And now Cody has to wrestle 3 of the top people in the industry, like 3 of the top people of all time in one match. A lot of star power there.
Super Cody,
exactly. Super Cody.
I
don't think Cody walks out with the title there though, but that's neither here nor there.
See, here's the thing. This is where I'm just gonna sit back and let it cook.
Okay.
I'm not gonna assume anything. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just gonna sit back and let it cook and just watch what happens.
Yep. Because Dwayne at any point could say, yeah, no, this is the main event.
Please, God, no.
Well, you got your wish. He wasn't in the men's rumble, so you got your wish there.
Praise Moses.
Even though he was one of the top picks to win it, which is crazy if you look at like the odds and all of that stuff.
And this is why I don't do that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you don't do that. All right. That's it. We're done. We're finished here. Okay, so who is in the lead, I guess, now for going forward here?
Okay, so after the first week, Ray is in the lead by 1 point.
What happened?
I
want to recount.
No, can't be a recount. He earned that one. He earned it. You, Mike, Will King. Shout out to Will. Shout out to C Thoughts. All of us had 3. King V had 2.
Okay.
The only reason for that is because he picked Kevin Owens to win. But Ray only got 4 because he got DIY, he got Cody, and he picked Jay. He picked Jay as his dark horse.
Wow.
Way
to go.
Yeah. Way to go. Absolutely. I can't. Hell, I can't.
We both just went there, which means that there's some type of comment before we get out of here.
Oh. Who is the Brett now unfit man?
Oh, V's gonna hate that. Who is the face of Raw and SmackDown?
Who is the face of Raw and SmackDown? Well,
Cody's the face of SmackDown.
Right. Cody's the face of SmackDown.
I figured a champion.
I would think Punk.
Yeah, I mean, okay, and on Raw it's a little bit different. Different. So
definitely not Gunther.
Yeah. Yeah, CM Punk. Seth, yeah.
Jay.
I think there's multiple faces of. Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley. There are a lot
Rhea
of people that
Ripley.
tune in to watch Raw for Rhea Ripley. Do not forget about
Yes.
Rhea Ripley. You know. So yeah, the champions. Exactly. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's the world champion.
Yeah.
We think about the guys a lot of time. Rhea is a world champion. So yeah,
That's correct.
Rhea would be one of the faces of Raw. I think SmackDown is a little bit more definitive. I mean, technically Roman's on SmackDown, but he's not on SmackDown all the time. So it would be Cody and Kevin, like those guys.
Right.
She's not a diva, but okay. Is Rhea Ripley the most dominant Raw woman ever? Ever was a
Ever?
that is tough. I mean,
Yeah.
dominant
as far
I think about
dominant as far as what? Strength and like physical strength, or dominant as far as like character?
Right. You got to clarify that one because
Let's clarify that.
Dominant, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, because if you're talking about strength, then yeah, I put her, Beth Phoenix.
Said overall, but that's not really.
Yeah, it's what is it? What is it that you say?
Clarify.
No, when it's like your own opinion. What's the phrase that you use? I can't think of it right now. Preference.
Preference, yeah, preference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's preference. I mean, now if you want to talk about is she one of the most over women of all time? Yes.
Absolutely.
We're gonna use the word over, yes. Yes. Rhea is one of the most over.
Yeah, she's definitely up there with Trish, Lita.
Yeah. She gets like, and this is not me even being like, I don't know, over dramatic. She's getting pops like a John Cena and a
she's getting Road Warrior pop.
There you go. There you go. That's old school right there. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rhea's up there. Rhea's definitely up there. Good question. All right. We're getting out of here.
Yeah. What do you rate it, Mike, before we go?
Oh, the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Well, I should probably go to the little button on the side here. What do I rate the Royal Rumble? I'll give it a near 4.
I got
a nip. Oh wow. Oh my. Funny story. I actually got to do a mock match as a referee at Fallout the other day, which is cool.
Did you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You were crooked as shit, weren't you?
Yeah. No, that was my first time.
Hell yeah, slow count. You Nick.
No. The count was fine. Count was fine. The hardest part is trying to stay out the way.
You tapped into your Nick Patrick and you know it. 1, 2.
Nah. Oh man.
My knee.
Oh man, nah. Do you think Bobby Lashley? The Almighty?
Okay. Bobby Lashley.
Went to AEW because he knew he wasn't gonna be WWE champion anytime soon. I think.
Good question.
I think Bobby went to AEW because not necessarily he wasn't going to be champion. I think he realized that they were kind of
moving on without him.
Yeah, transitioning without him, transitioning him into a managerial type of role, and I don't think he wanted that for himself. Obviously,
now you set up for being tag team champion.
No, they're over. Did you? All right, so they came out on AEW, and the crowd was literally, we heard people. Like, it's catching on, bro. It's catching on. And
3 words.
What happened? No, but all right.
3 words.
But it's catching on. That's the point. It doesn't matter if it's 3 words. It doesn't matter if it's a whole, a whole verse. The point is people are reacting to something that they're doing, and that is important, so I give them
it is important.
And then even during the promo, MVP's trying to talk in the crowd, we heard people like that's ill, so,
gratuitous violence.
All right, we getting out of here. Next week is Valentine's Day. If you got a Valentine, have fun. Be safe. Wrap it up. If you must.
All right.
All right.
Wrap
I'm just
it
saying.
up.
Just you know. Yeah. All right. Oh my. Okay. All right. We will be back next week, hopefully. For V, for Knuckles, for myself. This was Go for the Pin. Wait, hold on. Wait. Last question.
Last question.
Do you think?
Really? All right.
All right. Thank you to everybody that watched. We love you guys. We will see y'all next week. Y'all
Peace
know our
out.
social media. Peace and love.
Congratulations, Ray. You got the lead for now. We'll see y'all at Revolution.
Yeah.
Revolution next week?
next pay-per-view, I think.
Yeah.
So, Ray.
In March 9th.
Oh, my.
God almighty.
Oh, my. Well, Ray. What is this music? Ray, we're coming for you.
Nigga.